Hello, all you coin collecting, coin loving, coin aficionados out there, and welcome again to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And what we have for you today is 3 coins from the United States of America. The $1 Eisenhower coins, and these are all from 1972. And we are looking at one of the reasons we need to look at these coins. But let's first start with them from the front. So the Eisenhower dollar, as we see the 1972 version here, was made from 1971 until 1978. And this particular coin here, as we can see, has General and then President of the United States, Dwight D. Eisenhower, facing to the left. Underneath his chin, "In God We Trust" comes in, and down at the bottom it says 1972. Above his head it says Liberty, Liberty. There's a rim there, a little bit of a raised rim, and if we turn it on its side, we can make one of the first identifications of this coin. We can see the copper in this coin, and so we know that this is not one of the silver Eisenhower dollars. See the copper there? There we go. When we turn it over, we see on the reverse of the coin that it has the familiar Apollo 11 mission logo on the back and the design and engraving from that mission. Before we take a specific look at that part of it, though, let's talk about this coin and how many different varieties there are of it. So there is the 1972 plain coin. Then there is a variety of the 1972 coin. And so this one would be, we saw the front of it, and we'll go right back to the front again. There's not a mint mark here. And so we know that this particular coin was made at the Philadelphia Mint, which is essentially a no mint mark mint for this type of coin. And we also know that the 1972 coin was made at the Denver Mint. And if it was the Denver Mint, again, it would have a little D right underneath here. And then finally, there was a silver version of this coin. And that silver version was made in 1972 only at the Sacramento Mint. If you see an S here, you know that you have a silver version of the Eisenhower coin, which is worth a lot more money because it's going to be 40% silver. However, this is not that coin. We don't see an S, we don't see a D even, and we know that this is a Philadelphia Mint coin. If we go back to the reverse again, we see that there is quite busy design on here, and a really nice design. At the bottom it says $1. At the top it says United States of America. Right here, right above, in the very center, there is an eagle landing, and if you look closely, you'll see that the eagle is actually landing on the moon's surface. So these are craters of the moon's surface. And if you look really closely, you also see one of the reasons that this is such a iconic coin, and that is that it was designed, as many of our iconic coins were, by Frank Gasparro, FG. And when I talk about iconic coins, let's take a look at just how big this coin is and other coins that Frank Gasparro designed. And so here's one of another Frank Gasparro design, and that is the Kennedy half from 1972. If we look at the Kennedy half, we can see right down in there, there's our mint mark, the D. And of course on the half, they split, "In God We Trust." And if we go to the back of the Kennedy half, once again, we'll see the Frank Gasparro signature here. That's really all I wanted to show you. The Kennedy halves would be a different video, but I also wanted to show you how small a Kennedy half is. So this is a Kennedy half dollar. Look how big the Eisenhower is compared to it. Way, way, way bigger. So back again to our moon landing eagle. So we have, anybody want to know what Apollo mission this is? Well, let's count the stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you can't do it by counting the stars. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So what do the stars signify then? Well, of course, they signify the original 13 colonies of the United States. Underneath the stars, we see it says E pluribus unum with a dot on each side. And over here, we find the distinguishing mark that we're going to look for on these coins. That is a globe, and if we blow it way up, you'll see that there is the United States on the globe. So here's a globe, there's the United States, and so what we're doing is we are looking over the eagle's shoulder from the moon. So we're on the moon, we're looking past the eagle, who's carrying, by the way, an olive branch here for the sign for peace. The eagle, look over his shoulder, and we see from the moon, we can see what? We can see the earth. And what can we see on the earth? We can see the United States sticking out on the earth. And underneath the United States, what can we see? We can see 3 little islands. There are some versions of this 1972 coin that have different number of islands. There is one version that has no islands. There's one that has 3 to the right of Florida, like this one. And then there's a version that has one of the islands over here to the left of Florida. And when I talk about Florida, let me see if I can get something a little finer to point with. So Florida in the United States comes down right here. Right there. And down below Florida, see those 2 islands, 3 islands there? Well, one of these coins has one of the islands over this side, more in the Gulf of Mexico. One of these coins has no islands at all, and then this one has the 3 islands. So all of these coins, let's take a look at all of them and make sure that they're either all 3 island coins or they're not. Okay, see this one, you can see the islands a little different, but again, they're really all the 3 islands here. And there's this one, the third one. Again, we see the 3 islands there. So all of these are the 3 islands to the bottom or right of Florida coins. You may find, you can find in circulation some of these Eisenhower dollars with no islands here, and you can find some with a island kind of to the left in the Gulf of Mexico. So if you're looking for the 1972 regular coins, there are 3 varieties: the no islands, the islands, one island to the left and the island to the right, and then there are 2 mints, and that is the Denver mint with a D on the front, so Denver with a D right here, and the Philadelphia mint with nothing. And then there are the silver coins, which are quite different, and they don't look quite like this. They're much shinier. They've never been circulated. It's almost impossible to think that you might even find a silver coin in circulation, because they normally come in proof sets and they're in plastic, and there would be no reason for anybody to bring a $6 or $7 silver coin out of the plastic and put it into regular circulation. So chances of you finding a silver one, slim, maybe not none, but awful slim, and chances of you finding a no island one are a little harder to find. But one of the things about these is always look for the no island, because you may be able to find one. The 1972 Philadelphia mint, there were, I should say, this is a copper nickel clad copper, and we could kind of tell that from the top anyway. The 1972 Philadelphia mint, there were 76 million of these made. In very fine condition, this would be worth about $2.50. In this condition right here, it's probably worth a little under $1.50. And there was also a D mint mark with a D under here. That's worth about the same, maybe up to $2 and very fine. And 92 million of those were made. So 75 million Phillies, 92.5 million of the Denver, And then the S Mint on here, there were only 2 million made, but those are the silver ones, and you shouldn't be able to find those in circulation unless somebody has wasted all their money. So that's all we have today from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Sorry this was such a long video, but we kind of got carried away. Have a great day from DC Coin World International Coin Channel.